talking about all things VA disability, VA compensation, veterans benefits, military transitioning out of the military. Hey, let your boy know. You got any questions, comments, concerns on the VA claims process? We'll be answering questions for the next few minutes, 30 minutes or so. Hey, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Getting your claims through the system, getting service connected for things, and if you have any denials, let your boy know. We can talk through it. The live sessions have been good. Appreciate the like and the love. You got any questions, anything VA disability at all, by all means, let your boy know. Feel free to cut me off at any time. Oh, what's up, Doc? We're Shalom, brother. How it do? It's Gucci, man. Gucci dog. Gucci killers. Just get on here live. Before I got a meeting at 12, so, trying to give y'all some good time. Y'all got any VA disability questions, comments, concerns, anything on the claims process, active duty military, any GI Bill benefits, how to maximize all that shit. Yes, sir. Hey, yes, sir. Yeah, I stopped going live on the other platform. I'm trying to build the base in the community on YouTube. So, hey, Shalom. What's good, LG? What's good with you, brother, man? Chilling, man. Chilling. How you doing? How you doing this fine Thursday morning, huh? How you doing? What's good with you, dog? Any questions? Any VA disability questions at all? Hopefully y'all got y'all coffee. Me. I was getting a couple of comments throughout the night on various videos, but mainly pertaining to personal statements. So, let's talk about it. I found the power of, hot as fuck. Yes, sir. Fucking South Carolina. It's hot as fuck and it's humid. Walking outside looking like a goddamn holiday ham. No, sir. Keep that heat. You can keep all that heat. I was over there in North Carolina for a while and Virginia, and it was just like unbelievable. Jay Newt, what's up, Jay Newt? Have you heard the Compact Act? Compact Act? Are you talking about the Pact Act? Jay Newt, for all the toxic exposures, burn pits, nuclear exposure, stuff like that. I think you're talking about the Pact Act. I ain't heard about no Compact Act. Explain yourself. Dawid, I think, yeah, I think he meant Pact Act. No, Compact Act. No, I don't know about no Compact Act. What's that, Jay Newt? I think you mean Pact Act, but explain it a little bit. Hey, by all means, if anyone else got any other questions, by all means, let your boy know. I'm answering questions, comments, and concerns about the VA claims process. Dawid, there you go. Went into the ER yesterday for migraines, trying to get that DX4 claim. Yes, sir. And through the ER, what medical evidence did you obtain? Did they give you the diagnosis or what? Or at least, that's good for your primary care provider. Like, hey, it's serious enough for me to go into the ER. It's serious enough for you to make it a fucking, make it a diagnosis. Definitely. They give you any medication? Jay Newt, no, Compact for mental health services. Jay Newt, you gotta explain yourself a little bit more. I'm not. The Compact Act isn't really something I've heard of. Yet to read the documentation, but I for sure asked. There you go. Oh, what's up, Steven? Debo, dropping the golden. Yes, sir. Motherfucker, cheers to y'all. Cheers. Hopefully y'all staying Gucci, staying cool. Stay cool out here in these streets. It's kind of hot. I know LG ain't staying cool. You better have the AC on blast, dog. Motherfucker, Dawid, They told me to follow up with neurologists. Okay, yeah, 100%. Hey, there you go. That's, stepping stones, stepping stones. You're dropping those nuggets. Like, hey, I'll put in my complaints for my primary care provider. They ain't helping. Okay, I went into the ER. Good. Now you got a direct, consultation with a neurologist. A neurologist, they can fucking render a diagnosis for migraines, headaches, on the spot, baby. So definitely take care of that. Take care of that. Keep building that medical evidence. Hopefully, and then, when you go into that neurologist, I say take in a log or your migraine buddy app and let them know how frequent have you been getting these migraines. Be ahead of the game. Like, they're still going there empty handed, like, yeah, I went to the ER 2 days ago, my fucking head was hurting, blah, blah, okay, fucking, here's some water, ibuprofen, tap you on the shoulder and shit. But definitely, you want to go in there at least with a log or your migraine buddy app, show them, like, hey, I've been getting migraines twice a week, twice a month, 5 times a month, every goddamn day of the week. Show the frequency, as well as explain to them how long those migraines are lasting. Motherfucker, Keith Sweat, what's up, Keith Sweat? What's Gucci, dog? Jay Newt. Let me go back to Jay Newt. Nice in CO, Colorado. There you go. It's probably over there stalling right now. Jay Newt. Hold on, let me see Jay Newt. 90 days mental health services for those without connections. I'll look more into that. But that sounds good. Jay Newt definitely sounds good. Hopefully within the 90 days, I think it's like to establish services and stuff like that. Not so much to, build medical evidence for a claim. But definitely a vet, if they've been out for some time, they utilize that Compact Act for mental health services. Definitely, within 90 days they get assessed, they get treatment. Hopefully they get a diagnosis. And, through the evaluations and the therapy, hopefully that doctor, between the doctor and the veteran, they can attribute that mental health disability started when they were active duty. Let me see. Motherfucking LG, outside of complaints and statements, how can I prove 30% for sleep apnea? Is it best to secondary to my source connected rhinitis? So you get secondary. Yeah, you can. If you have in-service complaints, you can take it that route. If you're taking, any medication, like look at the bottles of medication. Like, it's something that's causing the migraines. So, some medication causes migraines and headaches. Musculoskeletal issues, cervical strain, low back strain, feet, plantar fasciitis, all this there's a lot of medical literature that shows musculoskeletal, the closer to your spine, to your head, of course, it causes migraines. So you definitely need to, find the best, assess yourself, find the best link, and then start building the medical evidence on there. Oh, that's for migraines. For sleep apnea, my bad. Key secondary to rhinitis. You can definitely secondary it to rhinitis. If you're waking up throughout the night due to rhinitis, my bad, LG. I thought it was migraines. If you're waking up throughout the night due to your rhinitis, you're waking up, be like, shit, my nose is fucking clogged and shit like that. Definitely, you gotta start complaining, making those complaints. A buddy statement, your statement, and complaints to your doctor. It's that's sufficient enough for daytime sleepiness. And definitely, if you're working, you will need to get people, at least one person from work. Motherfucking LG comes in all the time, 7 o'clock in the morning, and he's snoring at his desk by 8 o'clock. As well as whoever's driven in the car with you, if they've noticed you falling asleep, you definitely want to get those statements, one or two, detailed. And then, have them give that back to you and submit it alongside that claim. Hopefully that answers the question. LG. Yes, sir. Been keeping migraine buddy log. Yep, definitely. Whenever you go into see that neurologist, yeah, definitely take in that migraine buddy app. Show them the log, anything. Show them how frequent you've been getting them and how long they have been lasting. And then, definitely they'll be able to establish. What's up, Nick the Magnificent? Oh, what's up with you, bro? Chilling, dog. Coffee and claims. Coffee and claims, baby. Yep. Must have that objective medical evidence. Yep. Yes, sir. And unless it's, and the difference between subjective and objective medical evidence. Objective is I think it's objective, yeah. Objective is what you're complaining about, what you're telling them hurts. I mean, that's pretty much what mental health claims are. Outside of PTSD, all other mental health claims are objective. You're going in, if you're feeling anxious, you go in, you see a fucking therapist, they assess you, they diagnose you with, anxiety. Or if you're, depressed, same thing. It's all, I mean, they can do like functional diagnostic testing for all of these, but on average, you're just going in, you're complaining about something, and that's enough to either get a diagnosis or further treatment and assessment in order to build to a diagnosis. 100% baby, 100% baby. Oh, year 2023, year to bet. What else we got? Oh, appreciate the likes. I appreciate if we get some more likes on the video. Me. Oh, Steven. Even Stevens. What other VA content providers provide anything close to the knowledge Debo does? Sheesh! Exactly, dog. I mean, I don't know about like straight to the point or the outside perspective. Let me see. I don't know, dog. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, I don't want to throw content creators down. I mean, there's a lot of shit ones. There's a lot that do clickbait, whatever the hell. A lot of clickbait videos. I'm not gonna name names. I'll let y'all figure that out. And there's some they got some good videos. The hell, but yeah, come on. But they're not getting in. It's like a lot of rambling. They don't get straight to the point. I get them. They're trying to maintain their monetization and all that bullshit. Get into the YouTube algorithm with all these clickbait fucking titles and thumbnails. But I mean, I just get straight to the point, cut it off. Help veterans. Mainly, just help veterans one-on-one, because I was in that spot. I was in that position where, I put in my claim. I was thinking that the VA was going to help me out. No, they said, go drink some water, change your socks, be happy with that 10%. I was like, fuck it, okay. For years, like, 17, 18, 19, 20. For 4 years, I just said, fuck it. Up until my buddy, he started talking mess, talking that trash, talking that cash, money-ish. And I was like, you know what? Let me get it. I'm in it to win it. And, a lot, like I did a lot of research. I told this story a couple times, but I put in my intent to file back in 2020, December. And I didn't file that claim until May. I wanted to attack a couple of things at a time. Like, my claims would have no more than 4 things on it. And that claim had an increase for migraines from 0 to 50%. As well as adding hearing issues for both ears, because I was already service connected for tinnitus. I was like, fuck it. I still had significant hearing issues. So I went, yep, thumb up the video, fam. Yes, sir. We in this together. Gotta win that. Gotta beat that Goliath. Yes, sir. Motherfucking 2023 year to vet. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. And after that, and I was looking at what the VA looks for when adjudicating claims for migraines. They like to see personal statements, especially for if it's not clearly detailed in your medical evidence, impacts to your personal and your work life, you're going to need personal statements from you, spouse, friend, or family, from your personal, supervisor or coworker from your professional. That's what the statement side. That taps you into the 30 and 50%. But on top of that, you need to show frequency. And I was looking, okay, what can I do to show frequency? I was looking at all the the VA claims for appeals, veterans who were previously denied for migraines, and what they did to remedy that issue to get service connected. And I say more than about like 75-80% of them, to get service connected, they either downloaded Migraine Buddy app or they had a diary or a log, and they logged in. They recorded every time they got a migraine, headache, tension headache, whatever the case may be, how long it lasted, what were the impacts, like if they had small children, if their migraine was so prostrating they can't take care of their children. If you got a wife, same thing. If she doesn't work, or she does work, and you're stressing, blah blah, you calling off work to go home, and then she's expecting you to cook, all this shit, that contributes to your overall stress and anxiety that you're dealing with the migraines. Got 50% for that, as well as 10% for one ear, 0% for the other one. Okay, as soon as that claim finalized, I started my next intent to file. And with that one, I went for secondary insomnia to, okay, here you go, Keith Sweat. Yes, sir. For some reason, veterans in the past, hold on, let me see. For some reason, veterans in the past treated compensation benefits information like, yeah, they did, yeah, and they still do. Some still do. And sharing anything they learn from the process will hurt their chances of getting their benefits. Yep, shaking my head, dog. Oh, Keith Sweat said it right. Yes, sir, motherfucker. Nobody. And it's like, it's still like, to this day. I mean, there's a couple of content creators that they give a lot. Nah, I mean, it's maybe like two. They give detailed information. Like, one was a VA rater. The other one, she's a vet, and she does like Nexus letters and shit like that. But then you see these other content creators, fuck it, yeah, dog. Nobody. I can't sing, but hey, fuck out of here, dog. I wish I could just, play some music, play some motherfucking Keith Sweat right now. But yeah, so I did it. I put my claim in for insomnia. I secondaried that to tinnitus. Put that claim in. At that point, I was already doing, research into that. Got service connected, got 30% for tinnitus. So, turn that 10% tinnitus into a 40% claim with that secondary claim on it. As soon as that claim adjudicated, started my next intent to file. And this one, I wanted to attack my sleep apnea. So, I was previously denied back in 2018. And this is fast forward to 2021. I was previously denied. I was okay. I looked at my decision letter, and the VA only denied me for two reasons. Lack of in-service complaints, which I clearly had. Whoever was dealing with, whatever rater was dealing with it at that time, really didn't look at my package. They didn't look at my claim, my STR. And the second one was, Marcello, what the motherfucker? What's up, dog? What's Gucci with it, brother, man? How you doing? How's your claims coming? With sleep apnea, and the second reason, the first reason was lack of in-service complaints I had. Second reason was due to an incompetent personal statement. And at that point, I had my personal statement down packed. Reading, nothing else that I identified. And it's stupid how these VA decision letters go. Hold on, let me ask for Marcello. Speaking of sleep apnea, just got that denial letter. Damn, I'm trying to figure out my next move. Okay, hey, Marcello, keep your head up. What was the reason for denial? And did you file direct or secondary? If we had filed claim and say condition migraines, let's say, okay. If we get denied, can we refine the same condition as a secondary condition to get service connected for? Yes, you can, but you don't want to do it too many times. Like, say if you went in for service connection for migraines, they denied it, and then you try to do a secondary to tinnitus, they denied it, and then you want to and then you try to go for migraines secondary to like PTSD, mental health, or something musculoskeletal, and then it may get denied or it may get approved. But the more you get denied for something, especially if you're like going back and forth, refine, like, definitely you don't want to keep jumping around, but you want to specifically read the decision letter and see what was the reason for denial. It could be due to a lack of, most issues is due to a lack of in-service complaints. And with that, more than likely the veteran didn't supply a personal statement, because if they would have supplied a personal statement, they could have clearly, articulated why they didn't complain when they was in service. Military culture. You're looked as a weak leader, a weak individual if you seek medical treatment for anything. You can have a blown off arm. Unless you're getting, medically retired with a motherfucking, Medal of Honor. No one cares. Those that no. Take your ass to work, PT to juniors, and make sure, everything's Gucci by the end of the day. I appreciate the motherfucker Keith Sweat. Marcello. Secondary to PTSD. I read the decision letter. The letter confused me because it's like they didn't even read my nexus. If it looks confusing, hopefully, do you got a VSO, Marcello? But if the decision letter looks confusing, I say submit a higher level review. Like, if your medical evidence shows there's a clear differentiation from the two, and it shows causation. Um, I mean, it shouldn't be a reason why they wouldn't have gotten service connected you for it, unless you didn't have enough complaints. Um, like your complaint, like in lack of a nexus letter. Like, I don't know if you had a nexus letter on that claim, but if you don't have a nexus letter, your complaints and your medical evidence needs to, and you would definitely need a personal statement. For anything like sleep apnea secondary to PTSD. Like, it looks good. It's okay. You got your diagnosis for PTSD. You're taking your medication. Medication has caused you to stress eat. You've been complaining to your doctor. You can print off all your medical records. It'll show a gradual weight, or an excessive or a gradual weight increase, and the excessive weightness pushes to sleep apnea. Then you got sleep apnea. You went in, got sleep study, got diagnosed, got the CPAP. That's chronological order of how it usually occurs. But definitely you would need to capture it with a personal statement. I mean, regardless if you had a nexus letter or not, but if you didn't have a nexus letter, or at least something from your treating physician or sleep doctor saying, yeah, sleep apnea is 100% caused by his service-connected PTSD, then sometimes the VA, they're like, let's put this man in the back of the motherfucking, Gary Nugent, what's up, Gary? Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for your service. Yes, sir. Appreciate your support, dog. Appreciate your support and your service. Marcello, I can send you a screenshot. Shoot me your email. All right. I got it's on my about section of the page, but I'll add my email to the to this live once we go down. Marcello. Look at everyone. Yes, sir. Got everyone's comments. Okay. So with that being said, sleep apnea, those were the two reasons. But I definitely wanted to make sure when I resubmitted this claim for supplemental, everything was good. So I have my buddy statements redefined, detailed, lot more detailed. People who were with me on deployment, people who were with me in Europe, spouse, friends, had all those lay statements, buddy statements, had my personal statement, as well as, what helped, maybe it helped, I don't know, I doubt it did, but I had a letter, like 6 months post-military, I was going through law enforcement, screening process, whatever the fuck, and I got to a polygraph test for one of these federal agencies, and I fell asleep. I was snoring 10 o'clock in the morning, now it's more like 11, but still, after a good night's sleep, I'm snoring. I was like, hey, we think you got sleep apnea. Went, got checked, diagnosed with sleep apnea, got my CPAP machine, and then it was like a couple of months later, I saw that you can get service connected for it, so I'm like, okay, put it in. And the VA said, no, fuck you, eat ass. So then, had all that. I pulled all of my complaints in service, which the VA said, oh no, you didn't have any in-service complaints. Regardless if I supplied a personal statement or not, they're still supposed to do their due diligence and, duty to assist. Look at all this shit. Look at your service treatment records. I don't know if the rater or, some other person, someone before it gets to the rater looks at it. But they're supposed to identify those complaints and, the clear complaints connected to the disability in which you're trying to get service connected for. And I had almost 15 pages worth of complaints. So I printed that off and attached that. New personal statements. That federal law enforcement stuff. Well, the email. I got an email pretty much saying, hey, we think you got sleep apnea. Go get tested. And I did use a nexus letter for that claim because I didn't want to do all this work, go back into the process, and then, they'll be like, oh, no, fuck, eat ass. Even though everything was good, got a nexus letter, paid $600 for it. Not like my firstborn child or, my left leg, not $2,000-$3,000 for no nexus letter. Oh, no, sir. Put that in. And when I went into the, I went up, the first time I put it in, it was denied. This time, I think it took like 3 weeks. Then I got scheduled for a CMP exam, went in. Nice CMP examiner, over here in SoCal. It was her first year doing CMP exam, but she's been a sleep doctor and like a physician for like 30 years at that point. Motherfucking Chris. Hey, brother. How you doing? I'm doing good, dog. Doing good, Christopher. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing on this Thursday, motherfucking morning? Uh, submitted, went to the CMP exam. Took about 30, 45 minutes. And we just started from the beginning. And I told her, A, I got my DBQ. I got everything I submitted for the claim, just in case you say, system's down, you didn't see my shit. Fuck out of here. No excuses. No. Ha! I'm getting this. I'm getting it today. A, I let her know, hey, this is a supplemental. Obviously, I was previously denied. First reason was due to lack of in-service complaints. Here are all my complaints. She took it, and then she physically went through my STR, my C file, while I was in there, and she pulled those pages off. Okay, yep, it's right here. Yep. So that serves as the nexus. That's, I already had in-service complaints. I don't know, it was missed. I'm definitely going to seek a cue for that. Contest my effective date, because my effective date for sleep apnea definitely should have been 2018, not motherfucking September 2021. Back pay coming in strong. Fuck out of here. Hey, 2023 year to vet. Let's go. Start talking about early signs and symptoms. Obviously, she had that medical evidence. Cool. Oh, appreciate y'all. Appreciate doing good there. There you go, Christopher. There you go. You got any claims in right now? Any claims at all? Thinking about putting a claim in. Then we went into post-military. Okay. Talked about my my polygraph test experience. Them telling me go get checked for sleep apnea. I did. Got checked. Got studied, diagnosed, whatever the hell. Post-military, but within the year presumptive period. If anything arises within a year, 1 year post your separation date, it's considered service connected. Now I'm talking about something like, what the fuck, yo? Someone gypped me. I'm definitely gonna put in that claim. I'm just still pulling more information on it. Talked about the CPAP machine issued, required use. She didn't ask me if I used the motherfucking thing or not. What else? That was it. It was like some other things, but she was like physically filling out the DBQ as we were in the CMP exam. Just the one I said about PTSD. Okay, there you go. There you go, Christopher. What's the status on that? What is the status on that one? Hey, by all means, hey, if you got any other questions, let your boy know. Let your boy know. Soldier boy, tell him. So yeah, and then that pushed me from, all those claims in that year. Oh, that was all in a year. Oh shit, baby. Yeah, all those claims pushed me from 10% to 90%. And okay, waited a couple months. I still put my intent to file. What is it? March. That claim finished in like February sometime last year. Then I submitted my next intent to file in March. Fucking, just let the VA know you coming for that ass. Just don't wait. Submit your intent to file. You got a whole year to collect medical evidence, do your personal statements, all that. That's why I don't understand. Why some vets, they try to rush the system. It was like, don't rush it. You got time though. You got time. Especially if you've been doing this. Waiting to go to my CMP exam this month. Okay, there you go. Where they go? Definitely, brother, man. Definitely. Hey, like I always say with PTSD claims, hopefully everything on your claim is good. You obviously got a diagnosis. Your stressor is clearly identified. Talk about the incident or multiple incidents in which it occurred in the military. And then how's it affected you through your transitioning phase, as well as what are the impacts to your personal and your work life? Any symptoms as well. Symptomology. You wanna attack the symptoms, because they'll ask you all that first. Then they'll ask you about symptoms. If it's not clearly identified in your medical records, definitely you want to speak it then. Or if it wasn't captured in your personal statement, you want to definitely talk about your symptoms. Then it'll roll into what has been some impacts to your personal life and your professional life. Oh, no problem, Christopher. No problem, though. Yes, sir. And definitely you need to just voice it. Be 100%. I say if you don't have a personal statement, do one up, take it in, or at least fill out the DBQ make some notes on the DBQ, take it in, let that CMP examiner know, like, hey, I got the DBQ for this claim, and I want to follow along. I got notes, because your memory, whatever. You want to make sure that you're giving accurate, like, good amount of information whenever you're talking to these CMP examiners. I mean, regardless if it's for PTSD, for any claim, you want to make sure you're going in there, all the questions are being asked of you, and that you're giving them the right response that you want, not just something out of the air or out of your ass. And make sure that you're not being rushed throughout the claim, throughout the exam. But yeah, anything else? Okay, got DBQ. I didn't know I should do that. Yeah, you should definitely do that. I mean, I did that with all my claims. From fucking 10% all the way up to 100%. I took in a DBQ. I didn't give a fuck, especially for my mental health increase. As soon as I walked in, that CMP examiner, he was being a dick, and I had to be a bigger dick back to him. So I'm like, okay, fuck out of here, dog. Due to that, I had my DBQ, blah blah blah. Had everything I submitted for that claim, because he didn't read my shit when I came in. He just saw that I had 30% for insomnia. I was like, hold on, well, that's good. You don't need more than that. What you talking about? What you doing, veteran? All right, man, you better look at my shit before I slap you upside your head, dog. Fuck out of here. You fucking with the wrong Debo. You fuck out of here, dude. That shit. Come on. So, he's like, he was having issues going into the system. So I'm like, no worries. Here you go. I got everything for this claim right here. Take a look. Take a stab at it. For something else to get, you know what I'm talking about. Die with. Big up for the info. Yes, sir. So you were denied initially for mental health claim. No, I wasn't denied. When I got service connected for insomnia the first time, when I got service connected for insomnia, it was after my migraines claim, and I secondaried insomnia to tinnitus and hearing issues. Yeah. I was denied for sleep apnea the first time. But yeah, with that, at least with that mental health claim, I went in, blah blah. He's being a dick, whatever. Fuck. I was like, hey, he came with that. Oh, it's down. Gave my shit. He looked at it. Talked about some more. How has my symptoms worsened or anything new since my last CMP exam? I was like, yep. Look at the medical evidence I just handed to you since your system's down. He looked at that. Pardon me. Check some boxes in. Anything that wasn't on there, he actually asked me, are you having, any thoughts about this? Panic attacks, frequency of the panic attacks, depression, anxiety, nightmares, shit like that. Everything associated with the DBQ first. After that, any other symptoms you've been experiencing? No. Eat ass, bitch. And then from there, we went into impacts to personal life. Any issues, loss of friendships, loss of relationships, family, if you're not talking to family anymore, due to your mental health disability, impacts to work. Have you been, sidelined at work? Have you been fired from work? Have you been in between jobs? Have you been blocked from promotion? Have you been demoted? You know what I mean? Have you, have hours been cut? All this is taken into consideration whenever you're putting in these claims. And when you push these CMP examiners to it, they're supposed to answer these questions in a sufficient manner in order to help you out the most. Key sweat. The CMP examiners are another problem. Yep, they're truly the ones denying claims because they don't truly check what was sent to them. Yep, 100%. You were right when you got to check them. Yep, you got to check their ass every time, every goddamn time. The only claims I didn't have to check, CMP examiners, was for the migraines. The initial time when I first got service connected for insomnia, not the increase, and sleep apnea. Those three CMP examiners, they were all good. From this last claim I did, it was just... And there was just one examiner on there for my supplemental for my back. She was good. She was 100% good. Gucci Killers, VES, over here in my fucking Inland Empire. She was like, okay. What else? Yeah, I got 30% from the back. Got the increase from my insomnia, 30 to 70. Heisman on them. Fuck else? What else? 30% for the booty hole and the throat, goblin, IBS skirt, and 30% for past plans, pound of fresh eggs. Oh, but any other questions? Any questions? About to get off here right quick. Prepare for my meeting. Unless I got some questions, comments, or concerns. Anything at all? Anything at all? Anything at all? All right. If I ain't got nothing for me, okay, keep sweat. Prime example why you have to know what you need to be telling them, yep, and make sure they're reporting what you said. 100%. That's why I say it's always crucial to have a VSO. Because you go into that CMP exam, you know you gave that CMP examiner good information. You spoke for 45 minutes, 30 minutes, hour and a half, 2 hours. But then when they submitted that DBQ to the VA, it looks like you just came in there, gave them a fucking high five, and you left. And it's like, where the fuck is all the meat and potatoes? If you had a VSO who has access to VBMS, once that CMP examiner submits that DBQ and or IMO to the VA, that VSO then go pull it off. So you're not waiting until the claim is denied, or you don't get an increase, or you get a decrease, and you're looking over there like, what the fuck happened? I thought it was a good exam. And like, hey, and that's an inadequate exam. It's like, hey, that exam was 2 hours, hour and a half, 45 minutes, whatever the case may be. I was speaking to this person the entire time. The DBQ doesn't reflect that. They missed a whole lot of shit in there. They missed boxes. They didn't, my symptomology is missing. They didn't say anything about my personal or my professional impacts. Definitely, check them, check the ass. Always have a VSO in your pocket. For chicken wing ass. Well, you're being chicken winged. But come on, Christopher, I got 10% for that. One left leg, yes, right side, yes sir. Yep, got the same dog. On a supplemental too. That was wild. Submitted for my back. Well, I was denied for my back, but when I put in my supplemental, it was for my back with sciatica in both legs, which turned that, all those 10s into a 30% combined rating. Which, Keith Sweat, thanks again for the information. Yes, sir. Keith Sweat, yes, sir. Christopher Cannon, motherfucking about the nerves in my legs. Yep, sciatica, baby. Sciatica, baby. But until next time, this motherfucker Debo out. Hope you have a good Thursday. Y'all stay Gucci with it. 2023. You're the fucking rat. Y'all take care. Stay Gucci.